Hey there, Realtor family. Neil Oates Jr. here, and I'm doing this video in response to a number of questions, but one in particular that I'm hearing a lot from our colleagues and peers in this marketplace, and that's, Neil, where do I get started? How do I build my business? This is a different market than I've seen. Maybe you're like them and you got into this industry during the pandemic when things were moving at a little different pace, where it was easier to do business. Well, here's what we found. We found that the first and the most important thing you can do to grow and to build a successful business is to focus on your database first. Now, that's not what you hear. It's not sexy, right? But that's the first place. Focus on growing your database. And we're really looking for a database of about 100 solid people. Now, you're probably thinking, Neil, 100 people, where do I find them? Well, here's where. You go through this thing called your phone, and you're going to find family members and friends, neighbors, past clients, maybe social media connections, and you want to connect with each and every one of them. Maybe you can break those categories that I just mentioned, maybe try to get 20 from each one. Now, we're going to talk about what to say to qualify them a little bit later. But as you're building your database of these 100 people, you want to get some basic necessary information. Start with first and last name. Of course, don't put their social media handle in there. We want to really know who they are. Then we want the mailing address, phone number, and email address. Mailing address, phone number, and email address. Now, if you don't have those pieces of information, that's going to give you a great reason to reach out. Maybe use the dialogue. I'm updating my contact list. Would you please provide me with A, B, and C? If you want to be a little more proactive, you can ask additional questions of your liking. Now, once we have this database, once we have this list of individuals, well, first, you're probably going to say, why would they give me their information if I just say I'm updating my contact list? Well, that's where the dialogue that we'll go over in a subsequent video will say, well, I provide items of value to those who are closest to me, such as this, and I would like for you to be on that list, or would you like to be on that list? And that's where we're going to be providing market update reports, items of value. Maybe we're going to connect them with service providers from our database. And when we have client appreciation parties or special events, we want to be able to invite them with handwritten notes and with phone calls, something special. So that's the value add that we're going to offer to our database. And then as you're growing your database, as you're doing all of these things, we want to be sure to practice our dialogues. And we could do that in a number of ways. First, find a productivity partner, maybe an accountability partner that you can practice with. And we want to practice in a number of different ways. One, on the phone. We want to practice via video virtually, and we want to practice in person for a number of different scenarios. Maybe one is going to be in rebuttals or showing a property, maybe price reductions or repositioning. We want to practice all of these scenarios, these dialogues, so that we can put as many tools in our toolbox as possible. So when it's time for the lights to be on and money to be on the line, it's not the first time that we've seen any of this. So those are some of the tips that I use in my business. Some of the best coaches and mentors in the world have shared with me. I pass that on to you. Hopefully, it's going to help you be better during this time, during this market that we are in, and it will lay a solid foundation for you as you go forward. Before you leave, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, because we've got a lot of valuable information right here for you. And it's going to help you as a professional not be average, but be world renowned. Take care.